reason. I mean, this was, of all the dumb political ideas, this has to rank right up there near the top. I mean, you're talking about a wartime commander-in-chief announcing that from now on, if you come back from one of those wars with a missing limb or some other injury, the federal government's no longer going to pay for that. You're going to have to work it out with your insurance company. I mean, it's staggering. It would drive up these people's insurance premiums, potentially bankrupt them, because you could quickly, run out your maximum on your insurance, or when you then go to try to get a job, imagine an employer saying, I'd really like to hire you, but if I hire you, I have to get all this extra insurance because the government's not paying for your war wound. It was an insane idea. Why the Obama administration wasted political capital on it for a day is beyond me.
Well, Bill, I read, and correct me if I'm wrong, that the president thought he could save $640 million off the backs of our wounded vets. Now, I bet most Americans who think the government should save money and tighten its belt, I have no problem with our paying for the health care of our wounded heroes. I mean, if anyone should get the most benefit from our current spending, it's the veterans.
Well, as the father of a U.S. Marine who just returned from Iraq, I couldn't agree with you more. Thank God he was safe and sound.
God bless him.
But you're right. The president, apparently in this meeting that they held the other day with the president and Rahm Emanuel, the White House Chief of Staff, and the members of these service organizations such as the American Legion, the talk was about this money, $540 million, and the service organization guys couldn't understand where that number came from. One of them called it a phantom number. And when they brought up the moral component to the argument, that is, that the federal government had a moral obligation to take care of its wounded warriors, one of the participants said that the president himself kept deflecting the conversation away from any talk about the moral obligation. They wanted to talk about how they could save money and, carry out their programs with that money. So this was dumb from day one. I can't believe Rahm Emanuel let it get this far.
Now,